Well, hello, good afternoon, and a welcome to the Ostseestadion here on the Baltic coast as Hansa Rostock play host to Alemannia Aachen here on match day 10, with both sides looking for a win here to move up and away from those relegation places they've both been flirting with throughout the season so far. Let's have a look at the lineups then. Hansa Rostock making one change is Bernd Hollerbach from the side that won 2-1 at BeReal last time out, with Adrien Lebeau back fit again and in for Cedric Harenbroek in attacking midfield. The line being led again by Sigurd Haugen, already 2 goals for him since his move in at the end of the transfer window. Meanwhile, for Alemannia Aachen, well, they drew 1-1 against Ingolstadt before the international break. 2 changes from Heiner Bachhaus, with Nils Winter in for Florian Heister at right wing back for his 7th start. And Anton Heinz, their top scorer this season with 3 goals, back from a muscle strain after missing the last 2 games. He will be leading the line with Lukas Skepanik dropping to the bench. Well, gorgeous conditions here on the Baltic coast, and a fantastic looking playing surface as well. Hope that holds up throughout the game. The sun shining here, and there's the warm reception, shall we say, for some of the away players. This stadium can hold up to 30,000 fans, about 1,500 or so expected to have travelled up from Aachen for this one. And there you see the home fans waiting for their heroes to take to the pitch. There are the Potato Beetle fans there in their corner. They will absolutely give as good as they get in the noise stakes here today. It's been a bit of a rough and tumble start to the season for Bernd Hollerbach and his Hansa Rostock side. First game, 6 games of the season without a win, just 2 points on the board at that point, deep in the relegation places. But since then they sort of opened the floodgates a bit with a 4-0 thrashing of Unterhaching here back at the end of September, and then lost to Ingolstadt, but then won at BeReal, who are certainly going through a bit of a slump at the moment. The former leaders after 5 games, 6 games in fact, have now lost their last 3 after going to Waldorf Mannheim last night and losing 3-0 to a side that were also in the relegation shake-up at the start of this match day. Here come the teams then. The home fans singing the Hansa anthem. FC Hansen, wir lieben dich total. Hansa, we totally love you. And they're certainly showing it at the moment. Great to see so many scarves out there as well. New fan shop opened yesterday. Cedric Harenbroek and Elias Hoftman both stepped by there for the official opening after their training session yesterday. Lots of autographs and face painting as well for the kids outside the stadium ahead of the game. Elias Bergner, the goalkeeper these days for Alemannia Aachen, took over from Marcel Jonen on match day 6 after he picked up a facial injury. And since then, well, Jonen has come back from injury, but is only good enough for a place on the bench Elias Bergman, the man in possession of the gloves at the moment, doing a good job too. With 2 clean sheets so far in his 4 games. Felix Bickel from Wolfsburg, our referee today. Marco Scharf and Julian Bergman, the linesman. Florian Putter, the man in charge of the technical areas. A quick huddle ahead of kickoff then for the away side. The home fans still singing, or at least the majority of them anyway. A quick change of ends, and we're pretty much good to go here at the Usti Stadion. Reminder as well that some of the players out there today already with any yellow card of a first suspension this season. Damien Rusbach, the number 4 for Hansa Rostock, centre-back, already on 4 yellow cards, as are former Rostock player Baxter Bahn for Alemannia Aachen, the number 9, and Sufyan El Fawzi as well, those two both on 4 yellow cards. Well, Hansa Rostock, despite the ups and downs for the Kogge, a very loyal fan base. And we're underway then here at the Usti Stadion. Hansa Rostock, our hosts, kicking from right to left in the first half in their blue and white strip. Alemannia Aachen in their usual bright yellow, the potato beetles. Well, Alemannia Aachen, the one thing they have really struggled with since their return to the Dritte Liga is with scoring goals. Now a quick set piece here, early opportunity for the visitors. Ball into the box, flicked on by a Rostock player, picked up by Ben Schopp, and the header comes in straight at the goalkeeper. Early chance there for Alemannia Aachen inside the first minute. Charleston Ben Schopp peeling wide, good cross that into the back post. A good strong header, but good positioning from the goalkeeper. But Aachen again in possession, going for the chip over the top, rather shinning that one though straight out for a goal kick, but a good positive start. By the way, if you're wondering what the black armbands are for from Alemannia Aachen, that's to honour the passing away of promotion hero Bart Muhlenberg, part of the promotion team back in 1999, who sadly passed away during the international break. And Charleston Ben Schopp yet to find the target for Aachen this season. Maybe with Anton Heinz by his side, that will unlock some of the potential from the 35-year-old Dutchman. He's played at the highest level here in Germany. Spent a lot of years also in Bundesliga too. Get the impression with Ben Schopp, once he gets one, he might get a bunch. Will he? Ooh, well, late challenge coming in there. Fawzi rather clattered by Rosbach. So he's got to be careful. One booking away from a suspension is the centre-back. Long ball forward this time. Easily devoured by the Rostock back three. Both teams playing in a pretty much a 3-4-3 formation today. Very much mirroring each other. Hopefully, it won't be a case of two teams cancelling each other out, as Hanrath goes all the way back to the keeper Bergner. backing in from Benchop. Free kick taken quickly. Well, trying to speed things up down the left-hand side there, Adrien Lebeau with a nice looking dummy. Now the home fans making a huge racket here. It doesn't seem to matter which division Hansa Rostock are in. They always seem to pull in a fantastic home crowd. 24,000 per game so far in these home matches. In fact, the average 23,400 per home game. Might be slightly more than that today, actually. As Rostock start to gain some momentum, 2 wins in their last 3 now. They've moved out of the relegation places. Another win here today put them up into mid-table. The Cogger being cautious just at the moment. Now the long ball forward from Benjamin Uphoff. Haugen getting in the way of the ball now. Yarborough brings the ball over halfway. Gets it into Benchop. Benchop tries to ping the ball through for the runner down the left, but intercepted, scooped clear by Uphoff. At the moment, Rostock struggling to get hold of the ball here. And then giving away the foul as well on halfway. They've given the ball away now, playing to Beatles. Hansa Rostock on the transition here. El Fauzi dragged back to about 30 metres out. And the first yellow card of the game. I think it was Gianluca Gaudino. First man in the book. And his first booking of the season, in fact. For the defensive midfielder. Started his 3rd start in a row after a slow start to the campaign. After his summer move from SV Stripfing in Austria. Mostly injured there last season. Starting to get his feet under the table here though. At Aachen. Now, Adrien Lebeau, the Frenchman. Bit just under 30 metres out, what, 26, 27 metres or so. Good distance actually for the fizzer. Plenty of room to get the ball up over the wall and down again. Will Lebeau go for goal here? It's a short run up. Now, does he go left or right? The keeper bouncing on his toes. Lebeau stands up, strikes it, deflection. And that'll be a corner. Good work from the wall there, timing the jump just right. Not sure that one had enough power in it to really worry Elias Bergner, but better safe than sorry. Rostock with their first corner of the game. Driven in right underneath the goalpost, but easy there for Bordner. Just too close to the goalkeeper. Takes the ball confidently as the 22-year-old. Really has impressed since coming in for the injured Marcel Janssen. Well, the ball not cleared on the first bounce, and Aachen now coming forwards. There's 2 Rostock players down, but the cross comes into the keeper. Definitely a clash of heads. They just saw Anton Heinz giving his head a rub. I think that was the clash there with Franz Fanner, the Rostock captain. Rosbach was also down. You need to make your own mind up as to how genuine the fall to the floor was. So a scrappy start so far. Both teams giving the ball away. Rostock especially in dangerous spaces so far. Now Fanner brings the ball out to Rosbach, whose touch lets him down, the ball going out of play. Another sloppy mistake from the Cogger. Nils Winter to take the throw back in the side again today. Ball well held up. And LeBeau tried to come away with it. Was then well tackled, ball over the top from Gaudino. And Fanner defends well. Wins the goal kick from Winter. Great atmosphere here. The goal kick taken short. And again, a poor touch on the sideline there. And again, the ball goes out of play. Giving possession away too cheaply at the moment, Hansa Rostock. Being pressured high up the pitch by the Potato Beetles. These yellow shirts swarming, and now the long throw being wound up from that left-hand side. Good long throw there, almost reaching the 6-yard box from a long way out, but now maybe a chance on the counter-attack, but quickly snuffed out. Plenty of yellow shirts still up there. Hard tackle coming in from Gerleyen. There is. Back to Barn. A former Rostock player. Moved here from Waldorf Mannheim in the summer. Very much from the north of the country is Baxter Barn. Aachen on the attack again. Here is Barn. Pass back inside, not quite finding the teammate. And the throw-in goes Rostock's way. Rosbach. Gaudino snuffing that one out before it could get as far as LeBeau. Again, Benschop dropping deep. No chance of getting to that one. The keeper taking no chances, Benjamin Uphoff. Experienced enough to know when to take a chance, when to play things safe. Benschop so far playing very much the secondary striker role, a lot of it dropping deep, getting involved in play, running the channels, allowing Anton Hines to lead the line. Another long throw comes in from Winter. Oh, and the clearance sliced badly. Lamar Yarborough trying to get underneath it for Aachen. Winter gets the cross in, snuffed out at the near post and put straight out of play. Again, the long throw. Didn't quite catch it this time, though, Winter. Well held up by LeBeau. And now Rostock coming forwards. And this could be another yellow card here for dragging the man back. And they're going to be a last chance. Felix Bichel trying to bring the free kick back to the actual place of the offence. In fact, the foul not given for the challenge on Haugen, but more for the challenge on Fanner earlier on in the move. Aachen so far looking bright and breezy, lacking cutting edge, as you might expect for a side that last scored in open play back on match day 5. The penalty that Baxter Barnes slotted in the 3rd minute last week, or 2 weeks ago against Ingolstadt, brought to an end at 3 previous games without a goal. 2 goals in the last 5 games for Aachen. So creating chances, not putting them away though. Good strong challenge in midfield there. And the ball well won by Heinz as well. El Fauzi tries to turn out of trouble. Does well. Gaudino try to pick out the run of Anton Heinz. Here's LeBeau. Passing his way into trouble. Aachen coming forwards again here. Here's Winter. Nice ball into the area, and he's rifled in the opener. And it's Sasa Strijic with his 2nd goal of the season. And Alemannia Aachen taking a deserved lead here. Rostock too sloppy in the first 15 minutes. And eventually giving the ball away. Winter with another lovely cross in from the right. First assist of the season, it was Adrian LeBeau who played himself into trouble. Barn involved Winter. Fantastic cross, missed at the near post, rifled in at the back post by Strijic. No chance, the keeper. And Alemannia Aachen into a 1-goal lead here at Hansa Rostock. Well, you can hear the away fans from way over on the left of our screen. Certainly making plenty of noise after taking the early lead here. Hansa Rostock trying to respond immediately. Ruschka gets forward for the first time in the game. Good cross into the back post. Nobody there. Headed out of danger for the moment. Now with Niedhart. Lovely ball in. Berdner had to come in and make a challenge. I think Lamar Yarbrough might have been helping in there as well. Wicked cross this. Yarbrough and the keeper coming together to sort that one out. High fives all round. So another corner. Marco Schuster, the defensive midfielder, goes over to take it. Plenty of blue and white shirts to aim at. Drills it into the near post, nearly. I think that was one off the training ground, you know. Nearly came off too. Now all the way back with Uphoff. Rostock playing their way out of their own half. Nice slick 1 and 2 touch passing here, but then one pass goes awry. The high press comes in. And eventually, ball goes out for an Aachen throw. Well, it's a delicious cross from Winter for the opening goal here. We've already seen from Aachen, they like getting down the flanks. They like whipping balls in. It's actually a very good goal on the transition, winning the ball high up the pitch, as they've been threatening to do throughout the opening quarter of an hour of the match. Long throw, headed away by Rosbach. Benshot gets a touch on it, couldn't quite find El Fauzi making a forward run. Just see there, very much feels like Heinz leading the line with El Fauzi and Benshot adding width up top as well. A little bit of head tennis going on here at the moment. Rushka feeds the ball down the left. Nobody there though. That's where Rushka should be. Let's have another look at the opener. Misplaced pass from Lebeau under pressure. Good play to keep the ball alive. Winter looks up, measured the cross. Only just missed Heinz, I must say. So close to getting a good contact on it himself. May have just brushed his head on his way through. Put away with aplomb by Strucic. Long ball over the top. Headed away. Back on halfway. Benshot doing his best to win the ball. Slightly late in that last challenge. Rosbach. Nice ball through for Rushka. Rushka into the near post, headed across, goal! Here comes the shot, blocked, touched on the edge of the area. Here's Lebeau, gets one in there as well, also blocked just next to the penalty spot. The shot's flying in from Rostock. Rosbach, which another cross in, the keeper slips as he goes for it. Now then, well, Rostock claiming a penalty, Aachen claiming a foul. Berdner all over the place there, just seemed to slip as he started to come for it, ended up nowhere. Teasing ball in, there's the slip from the keeper. Seems to upend his own player, who then clattered into by the Rostock man just coming in to try and get on the end of that cross. Sigurd Hagen was discussing that with the referee. Well, the kick taken long, headed out by Rosbach. Just seems at the moment, by and large, every time there's a second ball to be won, it's going straight to a yellow shirt. All through there, just a little bit too much on it. Keeper quickly off his line. Berdner clears the ball long. Too long. Well, the challenges coming in fast and furious from both sides in midfield. Not a lot of space to play in there. Especially with Aachen's pressing at the moment being very effective in the opening quarter of the game. Now Lebeau running past one. He's not going to get past Yarborough though. Clears the ball down the line, flicked on too, and there's a bit of pace being shown here. The keeper having to come a long way out, putting the ball up top, and it's been picked up by Sigurd Haugen. I think it was coming from an offside position. Late flag from the linesman. Like Haugen was just trying to, knew he was offside, was just trying to ignore the ball and then just couldn't resist it. Well, the game moving quickly in these opening 23 minutes. Oh, loose ball at the back. Quickly out to it was Bergner. No choice but to go long. Benschop can't get on the end of it. Lebeau picks up the pieces, plays a nice first time ball, but Yarborough then picks up the lofted pass. And Rostock struggling to get a rhythm going. They've had a few good moments going forwards, but struggling under the intensity of the Aachen press so far. They are a very physical side. And then a poor ball straight out of play by Rosbach. Bernd Hollerbach with a few things to be said to his players. Well, Winter and Ruschke just having a bit of a discussion with the referee. Those two both effectively playing as wing-backs today on the same flank. They'll be seeing a lot of each other. Winter getting the better of that duel so far. And again, trying to play the way out, gets nowhere for Rostock. Heinz can't get past Rosbach, ball goes out for a throw. Well, Anton Heinz very much the talisman of the forwards department for Aachen. 20 goals and 11 assists the last season as they promoted up. Already 3 goals and assists this campaign as well, and he missed the last 2 games as well. No one else in this Aachen side with more than 1 so far, apart from Strujic now with his bagged his 2nd today. Now Winter again with the long throw. It's going to go stroll away into the 6-yard box, and it's been headed away for a corner. Really good distance. Nils Winter on those throws. Oh, Heinz, the top scorer, taking the corners here. Going to whip this one in swinger. Get some pressure on that 6-yard box. Lots of yellow shirts in there, but he can't get it past the first man. Second chance, goes deeper this time. Half-headed away. Ruschke plays it down the line, but only as far as Baxter Barn. Gaudino goes through a couple, goes down very easily, ignored completely by the referee. We've got a player down from both sides. There's Gaudino going down ever so easily. I mean, slight contact, but still. Again, pressing high Aachen. The goal kick long from Uphoff. Barn using his energy to cut out that forward ball. Straight back in there again, the number 9. Again, the 3-man press from the front line. Not allowing the Rostock defenders to settle and pick their passes. That's better though. Now Lebeau picks the ball up. Spreads the ball to the right. Now they can come forwards. Here's Dirkner. Niedert. 3 assists in his last 4 games, by the way, Niedert. Apparently he's always been told he's not very good at crossing. I think the last few games have dispelled that. Rosbach cuts inside. Back again to Fanner. This back 3 seeing a lot of the ball for Hansa Rostock. The problem is when they try and bring the ball slightly further forwards, the yellow wall very much in full effect. Rosbach again, back to Fanner. Golayan eventually playing the ball out. And now they can come forwards. Neidhart whips a ball in, far too much on it though, straight out for a goal kick, a real waste from the 30-year-old wingback. Berdner surveying his options as we hit the half-hour mark here on the Baltic coast. Oh, well played at the back. Now the long ball forward, looking for Heinz. Cut out by Fanner. Rostock back in possession again, but back with the goalkeeper, inviting that yellow pressure on themselves again. And the ball goes long. LeBeau. Not with much choice there. All high and floaty. The Aachen players have plenty of time to close down the space. Rosbach. His forward ball just about finding its way to Haugen. And just had his heels clipped there as he tried to turn on the ball. There's Rosbach again. Oh, nice ball in. Oh, pity there for Rushka, because couldn't quite curl that one past the first man. There's a nice little corridor of uncertainty to be aimed at there. Well, the referee doing his best to let the game flow. Ball clipped long, and that's going to be meat and drink for Elias Berdner, 22 years of age. Mostly warmed the bench for Victoria Cologne last season, did Berdner, but he's doing well here at Aachen, having been given his chance, and now they can come forwards. Hansa Rostock, good challenge though, coming across from Hanraths. Disappointment there for Sigurd Haugen. Throw-in going Aachen's way. To see the deflection coming off the inside of his thigh. Gardino with some high fives there for his captain. Long throw up the line. Fanner gets ahead on it, but it's a bit aimless and only goes straight to a yellow shirt, who now have a chance to advance down the left-hand side. Yarborough on the ball. Couldn't quite get the direction right for Anton Heinz. Hansa Rostock trying to come forwards, but again, not really happening for them in the final third. There's a bit of inaccuracy on the passing. Uphoff goes long this time, flicked on, then cut out. And the foul for the challenge on Felix Ruschka. Just gets a bang on the end of the toes, I think. And a yellow card comes out for Niels Winter. Just arrived a little bit late. Just the one yellow card though, not two. Rosbach doesn't look like the most naturally left-sided player, does he? Damien Rosbach doesn't really want to go forwards. He is more of a centre-back. Just the way the system they're playing with that back three quite often gets pushed out to this left-hand side. Now he does come forward, whips a ball in, but too much on it, straight into the hands of Berdner. Rosbach with not the best of passes for Fano again. Rostock in danger of playing themselves into trouble at the back, and they've nearly done it again there, and now the ball comes out. It's not controlled, it's not measured, and the ball back now with Aachen, but the pass for Benschop a little bit wide of the mark. A very good example of what's been happening to Rostock in this opening 35 minutes. They're playing the ball around at the back a lot. The back three of Rosbach, Fanner and Gerleyen seeing an awful lot of the ball, but they're under pressure the whole time. And the eventual ball out from the back, completely uncontrolled, hurried. That's a nice ball in though for Lebeau. Lebeau looks up, can't get his pass, or cross rather, past Yarbrough. Hahn battling for the ball, no foul given. And then a poor touch from Haugen. Rosbach though, out to Ruschka on this near side. Ruschka looks up, drifts the ball to the back post. The keeper thinks about coming for it. Yarbrough gets the header on it. Dirkner picks up the ball. Lebeau whips it back in again, headed away. And there's an offside flag up. Be interesting to see just who was offside there. Baxter Hahn wants a word about what he thought was a foul earlier, but he did seem to go down ever so easily on that left-hand side. Haugen, I think, just a hair offside there as the ball came in and he challenged for it in the air. Referee blowing up there. Dirkner not really playing the ball as he went in on El Fauzi. A right shake of the head from the Rostock captain, and there's going to be an opportunity here to get those yellow shirts up into the area again. Barno with the ball. Heinz as well with his left foot. Heinz whips it in left-footed, good-looking delivery, well defended on the edge of the 6-yard box. The shot comes in, but sliced just wide. Hahn it was picking up the second ball on the edge of the area on the volley. Couldn't quite get the contact he wanted. Nice idea, though. Again, pressure. Winning the ball high up the pitch. Lots of encouragement from Heine Backhaus. Lebeau. Dispossessed. Intercepted, but straight back to a yellow shirt again. Now Yarbrough brings it over halfway. Looks for his options, continues his run forward as well, the centre-back. Ball lofted in towards Benschop. Fanner hooks the ball away. Picked up by Gaudino. Still Gaudino. Ball over on the left. Ball shot across goal. And no one could quite get on the end of it. Dangerous ball across, though. That's not a happy coach, is it? Bernd Hollerbach. Oh, ball down the line. I think that took a huge deflection. And Fanner pulls the ball back. Eventually scoop clear it again. All that short passing doesn't produce anything. The shot from distance. I think that's come off the post. What a strike that was. Well, I think that was Anton Heinz chancing his luck there from, 30 metres out after the ball was given away after yet more short passing at the back. Hansa Rostock playing themselves into trouble. The keeper out of position. Heinz noticing that as now Lebeau brings the ball over halfway. No foul, says the referee. Lebeau can't believe it. The ball well won back. Gurleyen, though, will have to go a long way back to pick that one up. Any attacking momentum's been lost. Yarbrough getting a part of the ball there. Now Rostock bring the ball forwards down the right-hand side. Again, it's all a bit slow, though, once they get into the final third. There's none of the vim and vigour of Aachen's passing in the opposition half. That's well played, though. Trying to work some space here. Gurleyen whips the ball in, and there's the equaliser. The flag stays down. And Sigurd Haugen has his third goal of the season. And Rostock, out of nowhere, really, back on level terms. Well, 3 goals in 4 games now for Sigurd Haugen. Just as they sped things up, that created the uncertainty. A little bit of space here, quicker passing. Nice ball in. Just putting that in between the keeper and the defenders. And Haugen, the Norwegian, bursting onto that one and making no mistake from close range. Marco Schuster, I think it was, with the ball in, by the way. His second assist of the campaign. Hansa Rostock back on level terms here. I think, given the balance of play, Aachen will be a little bit miffed about being pegged back like that. Rostock. Now he can come forwards, the number 4. Driving into the opposition half. He's got support outside him. Goes for the cross. The LeBeau picks that one up, and there's nearly a touch on that. It's just wide of the upright. Haugen again. Nearly latching onto it. Another delicious ball into the Aachen box, this time from LeBeau. Oh, he's so close. I think it goes under his foot. The 27-year-old got the stretch. A bit of encouragement finally for the home fans here on the Baltic coast. All of a sudden, it's all Hansa Rostock, and a loose ball picked up now by Gaudino. Now LeBeau. Still LeBeau goes past Gaudino. Nice ball in for Haugen, but can't wrap his foot round the cross. Goes straight out for a goal kick as we go into first half stoppage time here at the UC Stadion. That was the earlier shot, by the way. What a strike that was, off the inside of the upright. And that was just before the equaliser. Aachen should, maybe have been 2 goals to the good. Well, just 1 minute added on at the end of a frenetic first half here in Rostock. And referee Felix Bickel brings an entertaining first half to a close here at the UC Stadion. Hansa Rostock on the ropes early doors. Alemannia Aachen all over the host for the first, 35 minutes. Taking the lead 16 minutes in from Stasa Strijic after a delicious ball in from the right by Nils Finter. There were further chances too for Aachen, especially an Anton Heinz howitzer from a good 35 metres out. Came off the inside of the upright and just kept out of the goal. And then 2 minutes from the end of the half, a delicious ball into the area from Marco Schuster, picked out Sigurd Haugen. He made no mistake with the finish from close range. No chance for the keeper, Elias Burdner. And at half-time here, it's Hansa Rostock 1, Alemannia Aachen 1. Well, welcome back then to the Usti Stadion here in Rostock. A thoroughly entertaining first half finished with a goal apiece. Alemannia Aachen, today's visitors, taking a deserved lead 16 minutes in. Stasa Strijic latching on to a cross from Nils Winter in the 16th minute. And really, it was all Alemannia Aachen the first 35 minutes or so. Rostock playing themselves into trouble, especially at the back, on numerous occasions. But then they just started to get their act together in the last 5 minutes or so of that first half. Sigurd Haugen popped up with his third goal of the season in the 43rd minute. Harsh on Alemannia Aachen, who'd played so well that first half. And now they've got to do it all again. Can they score more than one goal in a game? It hasn't happened often this season. Well, it's happened once this season, in fact. On the opening day, their 2-1 win at Rot-Weiss Essen. Since then, 5 goals in the last 8 games. A goal at Ingolstadt last time out was their first after 3 games without a goal. They haven't looked at that side here, though. Obviously, some good work has been done over the international break by coach Heiner Bachhaus. They just need to add a little cutting edge to it. They also had a fantastic long shot from Anton Heinz come off the inside of the upright and go across the goal and somehow stay out. What can they produce in the second half, I wonder? They're going to have a change here at half-time by the looks of it too, in fact. So the 2 men dropped from the starting lineup, come back in at half-time here. Florian Heister and Lucas Gepaniak. Gianluca Gaudino makes way. Haven't seen who Heister has come on for. You'd assume it's Nils Winter, who is on a yellow card. And they can immediately come forwards here. So yes, Nils Winter, I think, the man withdrawn. Florian Heister, mostly on the bench this season, has had a couple of starts. The 27-year-old. Meanwhile, Skipaniak, well, 9 goals last season, just the 1 so far this term. That was the equaliser against Vale back on match day 2. Actually played up front the last couple of games. We'll see how that works out. And it's now Rostock coming forwards. And Yarbrough quickly back to snuff out the danger. As Naredi, who we haven't seen much of in the first half, just threatened to get away there. Corner taken short. Oh, and well, blocked. No handball, says the referee. From Strijic. Benchop comes forward, tackled. Illegally so, says the referee on halfway. Hanras, the captain, not happy. And the yellow card goes to Franz Fanner. That's his 3rd booking of the season. Here's the incident on the edge of the area here. Well, his arms are tucked by his side. He can't give that as a handball. Or at least he can't with the current iteration of the handball rules, which seem to change each and every season these days. Always a source of confusion. But it will be Aachen with the free kick here. High defensive line, plenty of yellow shirts dotted along it as well for Aachen. Heinz with a good looking ball in, headed away from the edge of the area by Rosbach, and there's an offside flag up anyway. Oh, nice little touch there from Lebeau. The number 14 runs into space. Good pass in. Oh, lovely first touch there, and then the pass goes slightly awry. The attempted clearance deflects, and they're lucky there that it went to a yellow shirt. No foul on Benschop, says the referee. Pressure high up here from Rostock now. Lebeau with the ball in. Cleared from the edge of the area. And out for a throw, quickly taken by Lebeau. Flicks the ball to his right. Nice ball driven into the back post, so that's nearly in from... Well, is that a penalty? Looked like contact. It was Sigurd Haugen at the far post who nearly slid in to get the vital touch on the end of that cross. And the referee not interested in the penalty. I'm sure we'll get another look at that in a minute. Rostock trying to be a bit more positive here, and then as a bit of a weird one. Here's another look at the chance though. Haugen arriving at the back post, sliding in as he gets back up here. Well, merest of contact, thrown himself to the floor. And the referee, I think, getting that one absolutely spot on. You could argue a yellow card for simulation, but don't often see those given these days. And Lebeau disappointed to give the foul away on Yarbrough. Just a little bit late. By the way, it was Felix Ruschke, not Franz Fanner, who got that yellow card earlier. Rather fooled by the close-up of the Hansa Rostock captain. Fresh from Borussia Dortmund last season. Oh, nice ball through. First touch, not the best. Drives into the area, does Haugen. It's still Haugen. And eventually dispossessed on the edge of the 6-yard box. How did he keep the ball that long? Shrugged off the defenders, did the Norwegian. Looks like Haugen might just have caught an opponent. Gone over to check that he's okay. Baxter Barn getting some wise words from Heiner Bachhaus. Well, Haugen has been a handful, hasn't he? This is the run earlier, squeezed between two defenders. Did well to keep his balance. Just dispossessed there. Good recovery from Mika Hanraths, the Aachen captain. It's Hanraths who's gone down here. Franz Fanner just giving Haugen a few words of advice. Hanraths just hobbling off here. Looks like he's probably going to be good to go though. throw down the line. Well defended by Gerleyen. Goal kick goes long, put straight back into the Rostock half. Well, it was nice play from El Fauzi. Schuster, though, doing well. But the ball given away again. Strijic. Strijic has the shot at goal. That's only just over the goal there. Well, Strijic scored in the 16th minute. Cut inside onto his right foot here. The ball given away deep in their own half by Rostock. Not for the first time today. Strijic. Plenty of time to measure the shot just over the crossbar. Again, the amount of times that Rostock played themselves into trouble in their own half in the first period, you would think the coach might have had something to say about it during the break, but it would appear that apparently not, as Heister tries to burst past his man. Ball chipped forward by Uphoff. Nice flick on there, and all of a sudden there's a bit of flow to Rostock as they come forwards. Opportunity here, and it's been dragged badly wide. Oh, Haugen got that one all wrong. Could, maybe should have bagged a second of the game there. Lovely flick on from Rushka. And he just all opened up, he goes in behind. And a complete miss hit. Well, goals flying in elsewhere around the grounds in the Dritte Liga today. Victoria Cologne 3, Dortmund 3 at the moment. As the shot comes in and it's just dragged a little bit wide from a good 30 yards out from Heinz. Well, he nearly scored from even further out in the first half. Can't blame the fella for having a go. By the way, Hanover 4-1 up at Verhen Wiesbaden. Where on earth has that one come from? Hanover down in 19th, really struggling. Verhen Wiesbaden up in third place in the table, losing 4-1 at home. Crazy, in that, well, nearly again Rostock playing themselves into trouble. Will they learn? I mean, a quick 1-2 like that, and then that rebound could have gone anywhere. The keeper wanting a slightly different pass. Now then, Hanrafs goes over, and Haugen, the man penalised. And he gets a yellow card as well for arguing his case. Captains only. To be honest with him, I don't see that he's done anything wrong either. The player just fell over. The other current results going on, Sandhausen. The league leaders losing 1-0 at Energie Cottbus, who after a Slightly tepid start to the campaign have exploded into life since the beginning of September. Also Vel leading by 1-0 at Ingolstadt at the moment. So the away team's doing well so far today. Still can't believe Hanover are 4-1 up at Wiesbaden. Extraordinary stuff. Well, meanwhile, approaching the 1 hour mark here on the north coast, it's Hansa Rostock 1 and Alemannia Aachen 1. Well, Heist tried to get something going on that right hand side, but it was very congested. LeBeau. This time he does get the foul. Well, Skepanik says he got the ball. Camera says no, you didn't. Well, set piece here for Hansa Rostock. Left-right combo over the ball. Lots of blue and white shirts up on the edge of the area. This wants to be delivered pretty much on the penalty spot, I reckon. Good delivery. Keeper can't come for it. Everyone missed it somehow, and it goes out for a goal kick. I think Fanner might have been closest to it. Not known for scoring lots of goals from set pieces, must be said. Bergner takes his time with the goal kick, goes short to Yarbrough. Now Yarbrough goes long. Skepanik couldn't quite get the contact he wanted. A slightly heavy touch from Dirkner, but despite the foul, Rostock still coming forwards here. And the keeper does well. Gets there ahead of Naredi. Oh, foul in the build-up. I think a last warning there for Baxter Barn, which is particularly harsh because he quite clearly got the ball well before any contact with the player. And a shove on the shirt. Barn eventually gets the yellow card. The captain, as it is right, comes over to discuss with the referee, shoves Barn away. He will be perhaps a little more emotional than usual playing against his former side. And that's the 5th booking of the season for Baxter Barn in just 10 appearances, and he will miss Alemannia Aachen's next game, coming up at home to Unterhaching on Wednesday night. Another big basement battle. Well, the free kick comes in. Benschop gets on the end of it, wins the corner. A little bit too much lip, I think, from the Aachen number 9. They do have a corner, though, here to the Potato Beetles. 4 men by the penalty spot. Benschop in the 6-yard box. Goes to the edge of the area. Skepanik with the shot. Well blocked down, though, by Jonas Dirkner. Here comes another substitution. Thilo Topken, 25-year-old striker, comes on. Looks like Heinz being withdrawn there. Now Nico Niedhart coming off for Niels Froling. Froling got one goal this season against Unterhaching. A confirmation that Thilo Topken on for Anton Heinz. Well, shot comes in from Heister. Trying to blast that from distance. Does win a corner. Ball whipped into the near post, headed strongly away. Heister lost the ball in there again, and, well, Strujic doing extraordinarily well to get a foot on that and keep it in play. Couldn't pick out a teammate, though, as the goal kick goes long, headed away. And space over on this near side now. Ball kept in play, but headed away by Yarborough at the near post. Not the best of crosses, given that situation. Confirmation of the substitutions, and that was a free header. Haugen got to get that one on target. 6-7 metres out, and he's put it straight over the bar. LeBeau creating the space, good cross in. The defence falling asleep. Well, confirmation, Franz Fanner, the man to make way. So big changes in formation. I think they've gone back to a back four now of Rostock. We'll see how things shake out. Jan Med out on the pitch now. The 29-year-old Czech right back. Rosbach feeds the ball down the left to Rushka. Rushka with the deep cross. I think that's a foul on this near side. Better though from Rostock in this second half. They've not controlled the game, but they've not been bossed about like they were through most of the first 45. Better than Rostock. And they do seem to have done a little bit less of this Yeah, short passing, getting themselves into trouble. Fröhlich, the ball down the line, looking for Neredi, couldn't quite pick out the number 20. Well, midway through the second half, still one goal apiece. Oh, intercepted. Poor ball forwards for Heister. Ball now to measured on this near side. Gerlein brings the ball over halfway. Rosbach, I think now very definitely is playing as a left back. Well, it could be that Marco Schuster has just dropped into a back three from his previous midfield position. Fröhlich tries to get past Barn and Yarborough. Wins himself a throw. Does the 24-year-old Swede. Well, the ball in, not dealt with. And Lebeau picks up the ball on this near side. Fröhlich into some space. Gets the ball through to Measured. Ball across, goal, and well taken by the keeper. Nearly intercepted at the near post by Haugen. Couldn't quite get a toe on it though, the Norwegian striker. Towering goal kick headed away by Rosbach. Lebeau helps the ball on. Berdner quickly out of his area, clears the danger. Ball's halfway back into the stand. Better for Rostock, but that's a poor ball. And then a miscontrol. Ball goes out of play. Hanrath's letting the ball roll under his boot. Less than 20 minutes to go. Can one of these teams find a winner? As Lebeau gets his heels clipped on halfway. Fröhlich dispossessed, and all of a sudden it's on here. Yarborough bringing the ball forward, and Fröhlich does ever so well to win the ball back cleanly. And now they can turn a counter into a counter-counter. Manover on the left-hand side, more coming as well. Ruschke comes inside and this leans back and lofts that one way over the crossbar. The excitement and hubbub just dies there from the Rostock fans. Berdner rather miskicks the goal kick. And all of a sudden things opening up here for Rostock as Aachen make the mistakes. Well, that will be the Rostock corner. Haugen unable to find room to make the shot or the cross, well defended in the end, but it was a poor clearance kick from Elias Berdner that put them into that trouble in the first place. LeBeau going to swing this one in. 5 teammates to aim at in the air. Another couple just on the outskirts as well. More coming in. Goes deep with the cross. Headed by Dirkner. Well, the keeper comes for it. Doesn't make it his. And Aachen now, the team under pressure. Rostock keeping the ball alive as quickly as possible. Rushka now. Another ball into the area. Headed in, but it's a weak one and it's straight at the keeper. Pretty much from Ryan Neredi. Unable to add to his 1 goal of this season. Actually scored in his first start against his parent club. Well, not parent club, the club that grew him up from a junior, Dynamo Dresden. Hanover now 5-1 up at Verhen Wiesbaden. Absolutely extraordinary. Ingolstadt back on level terms at home to Werl. Cottbus still holding that 1-goal lead at home to Sandhausen in that top of the table clash. And still 3-3 between Victoria Cologne and Borussia Dortmund. Goals all over the place. Strangely, the game with the least goals is the one with Venigi Cottbus, who are the top scorers in the division this season so far. By quite a long way as well. Flicked on halfway. Heister feeds the ball forward, but again, not getting through the Rostock midfield quite so easily in this half for Alemannia Aachen. And then 2 Rostock players get in each other's way. Now Benschop to pick up the ball on this near side. Turns out of danger, feeds the ball. Strujic, and now it's all the way back with Yarborough again. El Fauzi tries to go past Fröhling. Fröhling on the ball apparently. Oh, and nearly gets past one man. Nutmegs one. There's a little tug on the shirt of the number 10. Now Rostock building down the right-hand side, but there's too much on that for LeBeau to burst onto. Right idea. Bit of a rush of blood to the foot there from Neredi. Berdner goes long with the goal kick. Again, doesn't seem to catch it very well. Fröhling couldn't quite control it. Now picked up by Dirkner. Looking for space on this near side, but well covered by Strujic. The keeper rushed off his feet there as he got the ball away. Nice cushioned header from Rosbach. All of a sudden there's space for Rostock as they come forwards. Haugen wins the throw. 13 minutes to go. Rostock pressing for a winner here. As things stand, this is a result that does neither team much good. It would be a 4th draw in a row for Alemannia Aachen. And the ball is whipped in, headed away at the near post, and I think there's a foul just on the edge of the 6-yard box. And Ras the man. Going over, just a little bump in the back from Fröhling. Oh, Benshot has gone down here, 78th minute. Looks like Patrick Nkoa is about to come on for just his second appearance after his move from Hansa Rostock in the summer. Better come on for Aachen then. Benshot makes his way to the sidelines. Confirmation, it's Benshot that is sacrificed for the 25-year-old centre-back. So he made his debut from the start against Dresden a couple of games ago. So another tactical reshuffle here from Heine Backhaus. Nkoa, 3 goals from 21 starts last season for Hansa Rostock. Aachen not really posing much of a threat in this second half as they did in the first. And another change coming up as well, Ulrich Bappo. Lots of injuries last season. Better come on for what would be a 4th substitute appearance of the season. The attacking midfielder. And the question is, who's he coming on for? Well, there's your answer, Soufiane El Fawzi, so like for like. El Fawzi struggled to really make an impact in this one. Bappo with just under 10 minutes, well, plus stoppages, so a bit over 10 minutes, in which to maybe make his own impact on the game. Now Lebeau picks the ball up in space in the centre circle, looks for his options. Not a lot, really. He rather turned away from a lot of the support, the ball all the way back with the goalkeeper. Ooh, clipped over the top, looking for Haugen. Oh, picked up by Rushka. Oh, and Haugen couldn't quite control the ball on the edge of the area this time. If I beg your pardon, that was Naredi. Now it's Haugen with the little layoff for Rushka. But the ball lost, and now Aachen can maybe play on transition here. Bappo, though, never getting on the end of that ahead of Gurleyen. Now Felix Rushka, his turn to be withdrawn. Kevin Schumacher on his place, like for like. 5 starts so far this season, Schumacher. Oh, the ball somehow spinning and staying in play there. Skepanik, who's had precious little impact on the game since coming on as a half-time substitute. Battling for the ball there. Barn beaten in the air, but it will be another Aachen throw. 6.5 minutes plus stoppages to go. Flicked on at the near post by Koa. There's a little bit of pressure here for Rostock. The ball fed back in by Heister. Headed it at the far post, but too physical was Sasa Strijic. See the ball coming in here. Won the ball strongly, did Strijic. Well, they're just under 5 minutes. Can one of these two teams find a winner? Might be harsh on the loser if one does. You can't really make a case for either team really being deserved winners of the game. LeBeau, oh, nice ball into the back post, headed behind for a corner though by Heister. That was better from Rostock. They have been much better in the second half, much more positive with their passing, quicker as well. Aachen have struggled to live with it, but they did boss the first half. Sandhausen, by the way, an equaliser in Cottbus as the corner comes into the back post, headed away by Rumpf. Will be a throw for Rostock. Yeah, Sandhausen back on level terms with Cottbus, the league leaders. Dortmund now in the lead again at Victoria Cologne, 4-3 there. Another long throw comes in, headed away by Yarborough. Heister stands one up to the back post. I think the ball was kept in. No, it wasn't. Well, the first 35-40 minutes of the game was all Alemannia Aachen, and they took a 16th minute lead. They could well have extended it to 2 goals, and you couldn't really have argued against it either at that point. But since then, moments after Anton Heinz cracked a brilliant long-range strike against the upright, Rostock back on level terms. They have been the better team since then. But now, just in the last few minutes before the end of the game, Aachen again coming back strongly. Flooding the box with yellow shirts here. Be an in-swinging corner from Skepanik. Needs to be a good delivery. Flicks on at the near post, and that's the winner, surely. 88 minutes in. And they just sparked into life the last couple of minutes, Alemannia Aachen. And for the first time since the opening day, 2 goals in a game for the Potato Beetles. They're still the bottom scorers in the division, but they won't care about that. Brilliant ball in, flicked on at the near post, and finished in the 6-yard box. And it's Strijic again. 3 goals for the season now. Hansa Rostock. And the Bosnian having a fantastic day here. In what is now his second spell with the Potato Beetles. Just in the right place at the right time, didn't have to move at all. Well, is that the winner? Rostock now with just, what, 1 minute plus, with supposed to be a good 5 minutes or so of stoppages, I would have thought. In order to try and find an equaliser here, Fröhling comes forwards. That's easily dealt with. They get the ball back. Set up on the edge of the area, no real room for the shot from Schumacher. Rosbach goes past one, goes down in the area, corner given. Someone's going to get a yellow card here for talking back to the referee. And it's Lamar Yarborough. You just can't talk to the ref unless you're the captain. Let's have a look here. It was the former Rostock player who went in. That's a really good tackle. Lamar Yarborough picking up a yellow card, his third of the season. There's going to be a corner now for Rostock. Surely everyone just pile them in the box. 7 blue shirts waiting for this corner from Adrien Lebeau, a right-footed Frenchman. And that's a poor delivery. So many men to aim at, and he hasn't got it past the first man. Maybe an opportunity now to get another ball into the area. Again, though, it's low, easily defended and slogged clear. Waste of a good position there from Hansa Rostock as we go into second half stoppage time. Lofted forward by the goalkeeper. Knocked down. Fed out to the Lebeau on that right-hand side. Has the pop at goal, but just leans back a little bit and lofts it over the crossbar. Well, more changes coming for Rostock. They got 5 minutes of time to do something with it. I think that's a yellow card for the goalkeeper for wasting time as well. Flurry of substitutions and yellow cards going on. Now, who's coming on here? So, Christian Kinsombi, sorry, I beg your pardon. Didn't play much last season. This is his 7th substitute appearance. Kinsombi. And Antonio Jonic, I think, the other man coming on. Another forward. Moved here from Wehen Wiesbaden last season. Just his second substitute appearance. Both these players, in fact, have had injury issues this season, haven't played much of a part so far. The ball goes long. Oh, Rostock need to find a way of getting the ball back up the pitch. Good defending there from Yarborough, just bumped his man out of the way, then hooked the ball almost clear. Then he does clear it straight to a teammate. Fröhling keeps the ball in. Well, is that backing in? I think it is, yeah. Or handball, in fact. It did appear that Haugen was backing into his man a little bit there, then the man just stepped away and he fell over backwards. Caught the ball with his hand. Smart defending. Oh, the substitute bulldozing his way into the ball there, Jonic. Well, Aachen just want to keep the ball up down by the corner flag, but eventually the whistle goes for the foul. Heiner Bachhaus with a shrug of the shoulders. Rosbach feeds the ball down the left-hand side. Kinsombi. They need to get the ball in the area here. Kinsombi with a second chance. Now the ball whipped him. Again, it's a poor one. Easily defended in the end by Yarborough, who tries to chase down his own clearance header. The centre-back is the furthest man forward. Chase down the keeper as well. Why not? And the ball forward. Missed by everyone. And through to Elias Berdner. Minute and a half to go here. Alemannia Aachen on the cusp of what would be a second away win of the season. And just their third in total. Would also leave Aachen back down, I think, in the relegation places again. As things stand, we'll have to see how it all shakes out from the results around the grounds. Still can't believe Hanover's putting 5 past Wiesbaden today. Absolutely bizarre. They only scored 9 goals in the previous 9 games. The ball whipped in, but just missed by everyone in the 6-yard box. Haugen again, closest to it, punches the post in frustration. Well, no matter what happens now, Sandhausen will be top at the end of the game week. I think that 1 point at Cosmos means that Dresden can't catch them up there. They'll be 4 points behind going into their game. Tomorrow afternoon at home to Rot-Weiss Essen, who've been really struggling after becoming so close to the promotion places last term. Say the same about a couple of the players, but there is the final whistle. And Alemannia Aachen, well, they came here never having even scored in a game at the Juster Stadion in 5 previous attempts. But Sasa Strijic there with a goal in each half has made the difference here in Rostock on the Baltic coast. Well, Aachen bossed the first half, could have been more than a goal up, weren't, then shipped one just at the end of the break. But just before the break, rather, thanks to Sigurd Haugen. Getting on the end of a fantastic cross into the box, but into the second half, well, Hansa Rostock better. Arguably the better side, but not really finding it in and around the area. And Alemannia Aachen, having been on the ropes, really blossomed back into life in the last 5 minutes. Sasa Strijic with a close range finish with the winner in the 88th minute. You can see what it means there for Heiner Bachhaus. And Alemannia Aachen up into mid-table with a 2-1 win here away to Hansa Rostock.